Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to be doing tarot readings on here. I do them on, my name's Sarah, by the way. I do tarot readings at a local brewery where I'm from. I also do them on TikTok, and I've been wanting to post on here for a while, but I don't know, doing pre-recorded videos always feels a little bit awkward. So bear with me as I get over that, basically. I much prefer to do them live, but I need to have like a certain amount of like subscribers in order to do live videos on here. So let's see if we can get to there. Let's see if we can get to the point where I can offer live videos, because I feel like they just feel more, it just feels more authentic to me. But anyways, I am going to pull some cards and do a reading for the sign of Aries. I'm going to just go in order of the zodiac wheel. I was thinking about doing Pisces first since we're in Pisces season, but let's just keep it chronological and organized since I'm a Virgo and I like order. So I'm going to start the reading off with an oracle card from the Spirit Allies Oracle deck. It's one of my faves. I've had it for a really long time. Let's see. Let's just see what comes out, and then I'll pull some cards from the tarot as well. I'm just going to try and do a quick message and see how that goes. All right. Message for Aries. Okay. Tiger's Eye. Number 24. And let's see what the book says. It says Tiger's Eye is about connection. I connect with my roots so that I may heal. Connecting with the root chakra, Tiger's Eye is a stone that encourages grounding and connection with both roots, with your roots both ancestrally and in nature. It says whether you're directly familiar with your ancestors or not, you can connect with them in meditation and dream world. It says you're born within this lifetime to heal and connect with your higher self, but in order to do that, there can be a lot of deep work and healing the root causes and issues around ancestral wounds and in your lineage. It says allow nature to be your companion on this journey and take some time to connect with the trees, the flowers, the dirt beneath your feet. Welcome the life force of the planet that's always available to support you. Anytime I hear anything about like connecting with our ancestors and our family and things like that, I always think it's a great idea to do like an altar of sorts. I mean, you don't have to call it an altar, but like a space in your home where you can put up some pictures of family members, maybe some of their things, and just, you know, it's a way to honor them and keep them in your daily thoughts. And you know, energy is not created nor destroyed, so everything is just recycled. So anyone who's ever lived, their energy is still in existence, and so we can tap into that. And a great way to do that is to connect with family, past loved ones, look at their photos, put flowers out by their picture, things like that. It's you know, a lot of other cultures do this. They understand the power in connecting with our roots and our ancestors. Aries, you could be called to, you know, it's February, end of February, so tomorrow's the last day of February, and then it will be just about spring. We're almost in spring, and you know, spring is all about like people planting, sprouting seeds and things like that. So maybe you're called to plant some seeds, literally or metaphorically. It feels like both, really. plant seeds for what you want to grow this spring and summer. This is like a great time to do that. And I feel like it makes me think of like flowers. There's a lot of flowers, especially in different growing conditions, where you want to plant them when there's still some plants you want to plant when there's still snow on the ground even. And it makes the plant stronger because it has to, you know, work through the cold. It makes flowers grow taller because they don't have to fight through the heat of the summer, and they have all spring to grow and get that nice height. So you can like, for like people who grow flowers for like bouquets and things like that, you want your flowers to grow tall so they have a nice long stem. But if you plant them too late in the season, the hot summer sun will burn the flowers. So you have to plant them early. That way they have time to grow to the height that would be ideal, and they don't get burned up. So I don't know, there could be something about planting seeds and connecting with your lineage and your past loved ones. Root chakra is a big energy here. All right, let's see. Let's pull some tarot and get a message out. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna pull a couple cards and maybe get one or two messages. We'll do a couple, like maybe 2 spreads, and see what we got. Messages for the sign of Aries, please. So anyone with really strong Aries placements, Aries sun, moon rising, Venus, North Node, or if you're just called to this video, there could be something for you in it. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Lovers. So, you know, this could be about a relationship. But the Lovers card is all about choice. So you could be faced with a big decision right now, you know, regarding someone you care about deeply. Maybe someone that there's a lot of like passionate energy with. Maybe it's something that's been moving slow and it's going to pick up, and then you have to choose, or something that's been kind of like hot and cold. I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles and this Knight of Wands, it's kind of giving, this is like the slowest moving energy in the deck, and this is kind of like a fast, hot, passionate energy. And it's kind of like, maybe it's like making a decision on something that's been kind of like hot and cold, you know, speeding up just to slow back down again, something like that. All right, let's get a message for Aries, please. Okay, we got the Hermit sideways. So maybe this is you deciding to withdraw your energy. Maybe you're ghosting a situation. Maybe you're both mutually deciding to take a step back since it came out sideways. Yeah, maybe like pull back and assess. This is all about like planning. So, you know, with spring coming and the whole planting seeds thing, it's like, is this connection something that is going to, you know, the Hermit is all about like using our wisdom. Like, is this a wise investment? Oh, with the 4 of Wands right there. Yeah, like, is this a wise investment that's going to create stability for my future? Or is it just something that's kind of like, you know, fun for now? You know, right for now, but not right forever. With the Devil and the 9 of Swords, it feels like maybe you're like really in your head about this decision. You could be fearful of making the wrong decision, making the wrong move. This could be you feeling like you don't want to listen to that devil on your shoulder kind of thing. Maybe like in lieu of connecting with this devil energy, you're choosing and planning to take a step back. And it just feels like maybe, or maybe it could be like fear of commitment. This also feels kind of like that. Like you have this potential relationship, it looks like, be it romantic or platonic. Ooh, with the Magician right there. This is all about celebrations. It's like an energy of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a milestone. Reaching like a milestone in your life. And is this a person that you can have that stability with? It feels like you're really in your head about this decision, and right now you're being called. Maybe the cards are suggesting that you pull your energy back and see if this person fits into your plan. Do they fit into the landscape that you see yourself in? Your plan for the future? With the Five of Swords, it feels like, there was some, either this could just be you in your head overthinking, or this could be someone who has deceived you and, been in some devil energy. And, maybe that's why you're feeling really conflicted, because there's a lot of love here, but like maybe you have a lot of love for this person, but this is not the kind of energy it feels like you want to bring into your new stable beginning. And it feels like you're being called to take a step back and assess if this is a choice that will lead you to stability, to feeling. Oh my God, that fell all the way on the floor. Hold on. Damn. With the Death. Is this someone that you can transform with? Is this someone that you can like grow with over time? Is this someone who's changing? Or is this a situation that you need to just, dead? It feels like, what's the advice? What's the advice here? Seven of Swords. It feels like you're needing to be strategic and slowly back out of something, maybe. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups. It feels like you're being called to do what's best for you. It feels like someone did what was best for them, and now it's your turn to be strategic and do what's best for you. With the Nine of Cups. Yeah. And that bringing you to this Nine of Wands energy. It's just kind of like feeling like you're at the end of, the end of this long, hard battle. And it's like, man, like, I don't know how much more fight I have left in me. It really feels like a time to, with the Hermit and the Two of Wands, take a step back, walk away from anything that has that kind of vibe to it. Anyone who's like smug or just in it for themselves, maybe, in this devil energy, very like, could be potentially toxic, very lustful, very just anything that keeps you in your head, anything that keeps you up at night and wondering and confused. It just feels like that needs to end. I need to pull back your energy and get into this hermit mode. Maybe you need to be strategic about how you step away and get into this hermit mode and ultimately do what's best for you. You got 2 9s here. Maybe you want to look up 99. Angel number 799, maybe. Yeah, that's what I got. And then, and the 4 of Wands again. Yeah. All right, let's get one more spread. So ultimately, the cards are telling you to draw your energy in towards yourself, ground, walk away from anything that leaves you confused or feeling like taken advantage of in any way, or feeling like it leaves you too much up in your head. It feels like this is a season for you to ground and do what's best for you. Maybe you're not used to being selfish. It feels like maybe someone else was selfish when they had your energy, and now it's your turn to take your power back and do what's best for you. Let me give this one a shuffle before we get, and we'll get one more message before we go. I'm just gonna try and keep it short and sweet. And if you like, you know, if you like it short and sweet, let me know. If you prefer longer, you can do that too, because I'm down for whatever, really. I like long form content, and I like short and sweet too. So it's message for Aries, please. Got 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck with the moon. Heavy Cancer energy. Heavy, yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Message for Aries, please. What does Aries need to hear and know right now? Okay. Now we have the Queen of Cups with the Devil reversed. Man, with the Empress, it feels like you got the King of Cups here, Queen of Cups there, the Devil reversed. It feels like you're walking away from things that feel toxic. You know, bad habits, people who keep you stuck in old patterns. It feels like you're used to leading with your emotions, and it feels like maybe somebody knows that. You know, this could be like a potentially a good match, or it could be someone who like you thought matched your energy emotionally. And let's see, what's the Devil reversed? Because you have the Empress right here. It feels like the Empress is like all 4 queens wrapped into one. So she has not just the emotional, she has the logic, she has the passion, she has the brain, she's got it all. And it feels like maybe you're stepping out of your emotional energy and more into this balanced Empress energy. Very fertile, very receptive. What's the Devil? What's the Devil energy? 7 of Wands. This could be you standing your ground when it comes to this King of Cups. You could be standing up for, you know, what you believe in. You know, this could be an energy of like pushing somebody away. So maybe you perceive a situation as toxic and you no longer want to engage in that type of connection, that type of behavior, whatever. So you're putting up boundaries. Maybe your boundaries are flipping this Devil energy around. Maybe it was like this, and because you put up boundaries, maybe the energy is getting a little bit better feeling. You got the 3 of Wands here. the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Why the Ace of Pentacles reversed? Two of Pentacles. It feels like maybe someone throws you off balance, and maybe that's why you have to walk away. It's like you don't want to miss your opportunity, because you're too distracted, trying to not engage with toxic energy, trying to not entertain this devilly. This could be like, you know, could be like lustful energy. This could be like coming out of a season of being, you know, controlled by your emotions and your fear and things like that. Maybe you missed out on something, or you have the potential to miss out on something, and you're needing to get balanced. Anything else? Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. It feels like when you pull back your energy and no longer wish to engage in this devil energy and potentially miss your opportunities, someone's going to come in and offer emotions. Maybe they're going to come in hot with, you know, the feelings, and maybe butter you up, or it feels love. This feels kind of like love bomby, with the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Queen. Like maybe someone's gonna like gas you up and tell you how like hot you are and how much they whatever, and it may feel like you're being offered this cup of love, but maybe what you need to do is offer this cup of love to yourself. What's this Ace of Cups? Oh, Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like someone's planning on making this offer, potentially. But we also have two Queens here. So with the Three of Swords. Yeah, it just feels like this is something that does not serve you. And even if someone like comes in like offering you this love, it just feels like there's like a motive behind it. Maybe someone's in this Ace of Pentacles reversed energy and they want some of your energy, and maybe you need to hold back with the Four of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Death. It's like hold back, allow, connect with your guides, your spirit team, whoever. Maybe pray, maybe do some yoga, tap in, ground your energy, like the tiger's eye was suggesting. Tap into your ancestors, you're into nature, whatever it is that helps you feel solid within yourself, and transform a situation, whether that means ending it, you know, speaking your truth and walking away, or maybe this situation has caused you to transform as a person, and maybe this is you undergoing a big transformation, because you stood up for yourself, because you walked away, and maybe it's a time for healing. Anything else? Queen of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is all about assessing the situation that you're in and how it makes you feel, and, you know, what you get out of it, and deciding to use your sword of logic and kind of cut through the bullshit and see things for what they are. It's like not being emotional, because maybe emotions keep you attached to things, old patterns, old people, old ways of being, and assessing if those things are, you're really benefiting from being in your emotions. It feels like you're being called to be more logical and find balance and heal, with the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Empress is all about fertility and attraction and drawing things towards you. And I would just say, don't lose hope. Stay hopeful. Stay hopeful that you can heal from the things that hurt you, and maybe focus on work. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to focus on your work right now. Maybe it's a good time for manifesting. And if it's not that, it could be, because I saw the Magician, you could be called to, you know, look at all the things that you have to offer and what can you do with them. I'm going to get one more. I'm going to get one of these. This is a Mineral Magic Oracle deck. This was a gift from a friend from work, actually. They're really like, it's like a crystal with a corresponding chakra, and they have like a little message that goes with it. So they're pretty like chill. Let's see. Let's see what comes out. Can we get a message for Aries, please? Amethyst on the cut, and opal, and carnelian at the bottom of the deck, which is the sun energy. So illumination, joy. Message for Aries, please. You got two. You got rubies and fuchsite, I think it's how you say it, and fossilized wood. So rubies and fuchsite is I am loving. This is Venus energy. Heart, sacral, and root chakra. So coming back to the root chakra, maybe you want to do, like a root chakra meditation. There are great things you can listen to on YouTube to fall asleep to. Root chakra healing. I used to do that a lot. I think it's super beneficial. I recommend it just based on the reading. This is a double heart opener. Clears blocks around love, heals broken relationships. Feminine stone for healing sexual organs, letting walls down. Okay, so we did see that King and Queen of Cups in there earlier with the Seven of Wands. You know, you could have been hurt by someone that you thought was a potential counterpart. And maybe you're in this place of like, do I forgive this person? And if I forgive them, could I ever trust them? Can I trust them again? And maybe that's something that you really need to do some like soul searching about, and like grounding. And, you know, we have the fossilized wood. It says, I am solid. Jupiter and earth energy. It says chakras, feet, and grounding. Clears stagnant energy within homes. Balance fire and water elements, and grounds the physical body where there is weakness. Helps you regain core energy and reconnect to nature. It says good near electronics on bedside table, good for men's health and vitality. So we have good for women's sexual organs, and then good for men's health. So it's, again, the masculine and the feminine balance. The theme of this whole reading is balance and grounding. So, you know, that can be done in many, many ways. But the first thing that comes to mind is connecting to nature, like it said. So maybe plant seeds. Maybe planting seeds is physically planting seeds for the spring to sprout, or maybe it's I'm gonna start doing a daily meditation. Maybe it's I'm going to start a yoga practice. Maybe I'm going to start going to the gym. You're planting seeds for your future, for a better tomorrow. So doing something now that's going to help you get to where you want to be later. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah. Let's just, any final messages? I'm going to pull one more of these and then I'm going to go. I don't know why, just like, I'm so apt to do long readings, but I'm trying to be better about that. One last final message for Aries, closing message. Gemini energy. Again, duality, balance, the masculine and the feminine. It's a theme. It's been a theme throughout this reading. And again, 5 and 1 makes 6. So initially you had 24, 2 and 4 make 6. Gemini, 5 and 1 makes 6. Maybe look up the number 6 and what that means, like what that means to you. 51. Gemini, I speak my truth. And I think I said something about that earlier. Maybe the death is about you speaking your piece and feeling good about getting something off your chest. Maybe you address a transgression, or you stand up for what you believe in by speaking your truth. It says with curiosity. Sorry, I just had another thought. When I was in therapy for like 5 years or so, and the big thing was like the C words: curiosity, creativity, compassion. It feels like you're being called to tap into those type of energies. With curiosity surging, the twins run hand in hand through an open-aired field. The pair was created to explore the world together. If there is one thing for certain, the two will find out what they can. They can find out whatever they can and share their truths with others. So yeah, maybe pull back and assess the situation and be logical about it and speak your truth and decide if this is, someone who you feel like is counterpart energy, or just someone that you thought could be counterpart energy. So Gemini is the embodiment of inquisition and truth. It says this sign taps into the desires to grow and expand the mind, from personal thought down to absorbing knowledge from a book or podcast. Gemini is here to remind you that there's an opportunity to always uncover more. Dive into your passions and topics that you care deeply about and learn all you can. Gemini wants you to understand that with knowledge comes the ability to create positive change. And when you speak truth, there is much power to be held. And there's a little journal prompt that goes with this, and it says, what topics would I like to learn more about? It's like maybe when you're in this hermit energy and you're assessing, I have to sneeze. Hold on. I feel it coming. Excuse me. Maybe while you're in this hermit energy, you're being called to heal from whatever happened in the past and move forward from it. And, I think the big decision is going to be how you want to move forward. Yeah. That's what I got for you, Aries. I hope this message was helpful. And I'm just glad you're here. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do another reading after this, but if not, I hope to see you back soon. And if you like the way I read, come back, subscribe, do all that, because I really want to be able to do my readings live, because I just feel like I'm much more connected that way. But this is a good start, and I hope you got something from the reading. I hope it was useful or helpful in some way. Yeah. That's all. Okay, love you. Bye.